Good morning, everyone. Here, studying strategic human resource management, Department of Master of Management and Studies. Myself, Dr. Ashwini Kshirsagar, going to discuss with you about different HR strategies, which will be applicable in all over the things, as well as it will be very much important for company regularization and working. How we will explain it, what are the learning objectives of this, that we will discuss now. So how we will go with all this, that what we need to understand. In this human resource management, all HR strategies, how its criteria, what are the different various strategies, review need to how we need to do the detailed study, how we will do the developing and implementation of HR strategies, what are the different strategic role of line management in HRM, all these points we need to understand. What are the different content which we will understand while doing all this is we will introduce, we will have a definition of HR strategies, types, its criteria, it's conducting the strategic review, developing and implementing HR strategies, as well as strategic role of line management, and we will understand the case study at the end, and that will give us the learning outcome for our subjects and different references which we use to refer this. Next one, in the strategic HRM, it will be the most important chapters in the HR strategies. In the HR strategies, what are the direct interaction in between the teamwork, how the teamwork will be approached, how we need to approach a strategies of planning, how it will be useful for our organization, how it will be affect our organization in future, what are the different forms of the pattern adopted by the organization for mapping its human resource, what are the different HR strategies need to develop, how we will go with all this. For that, we need to understand the different strategies, who define it and how. There are the different strategies set out for the organization, and it should be founded with the policies of human resource management. They are described by Dare and Revels in 1995 as initially consistent bundle of human resource practices. Then it will be modified and suggested by the Richardsons and Thompson in 1999. And then onwards, these are the set outs of the organization intended to do about its human resources as well as management policies and practices. Okay, now how we will go, what are the purposes of HR strategies, how it will be implemented, what will be our plan of action, and all these purposes, plan of actions, how it to impose on the students will be explained by the von Brumstel at 1984. That business and managers should be performed well in presence to succeed the future. HR strategies aim to meet both business and human research organization. Now, how we will move with the overreach of strategies, how it will be useful for us, how it will be manageable, what are the steps that need to be followed to success this HR policies, ensure so far as possible that employees are committed, motivated and engaged. They are likely to be expressed as broad brush statements of aims and purpose that set the scene for more specific strategy. They are concerned with all organization effectiveness, and it will be given by the Boxall and Persons in 2003. Explain the employer better people in the organization with better process and high performance work systems, and generally created a great place to work. What are the examples of overreaching HR strategy statements? It is Egon, Bit&Q, GlaxoSmithKline, all will have the different over HR strategy statements. Approaches aim to ensure that from whatever the angle, staff now look at the elements of pay management, performance, career development and rewards, they are consistent and linked. Enhance employee commitment, minimize the loss of the best people positions, one of the best employees in UK. We want GSK to place where the best people do their best. These are the all statements by the different. The similar statements given by the lands and air license, picking tongs, operations, public utility. The only HR strategies you really need is taxable expression of values and implementation of values. See, all these strategies and overreaching strategy statements will give us the idea about how we need to implement it, how we should be specific about it, and how we all are need to understand it. So specific HR strategies is correlate with talent management, continuous improvement, knowledge management, resourcing, learning and development, and its rewards. These are the specific HR managements. So rewards are also being the very much important to motivate the staff. The reward policies, practices, process that will further the achievement of its business goals, meet the need of stakeholders, learning and developing, providing an environment in which employees are engaged to learn and develop, knowledge management, creating, acquiring, capturing, sharing, and using the knowledge to enhance the learning and performance, resourcing, attracting and retaining high quality peoples, continuous improvement. There must be providing for focus and continuous incremental innovations sustained over a period of time. Talent management, how the organization intended to win the war for the talent. Similarly, alignment, what are the different criteria for an effective HR strategy? Aligning business and HR needs, the business goals, that is the strategy purview, sits at the heart of any HR strategies. In order to align a business and HR needs, one key question must be answered. Can your organization's internal capability deliver its business goal? This is where HR receives most criticism. HR will have a problem with this sometimes, but it is the HR quality that how it will be circulated among all. Similarly, those will be understood and demanded by the business also. So for profit of the company, we need to identify the weakest point, and as well as we need to show the, so how we will move for that, that also we need to check it out. So how we will go for the things that we need to check it out. How different paralyzed, and this one will be there. Developing your HR strategies, different types of steps are there. For that, first identify the organization goal, is how it will be delivered and challenges. Identify the gap, define the HR priorities and goals, inventories your talent management, process, functions, and address gaps, and measure the results and communicate success and contributions. Criteria for effective HR strategies, how we will again reshare the screen for better parts. So what are the different organization design and structures we need to follow? How this criteria for an effective HR strategies? It is the total paras, lead with the authority, staff authority, and functional authority also. So the decision making become the easy and the most satisfactory for all of us. How we will go for the chief executive officer, personal manager, R&D manager, marketing managers. What are the different union leaders, training managers? What are the quality control managers, plant managers, and formers and conformers? So it will be implemented in all over the planning. How we will go with the strategic resourcing approach, the achieving the clarity throughout the organization and structures, and it's critical in order to become the. So there are the different scriptures. client job descriptions, detailing success and criteria performers, innovative talent and acquisition using a digital channel, adopt the recruitment practices, internal cultural fit assessment, client interview, selection of the candidates, candidates delivery and criteria and evaluations. What are the different strategic resources? Deciding on your resourcing strategy means and identify. So all this will be organization development. How we will go? All are interconnected with each other. So the strategy will give us the structure, management process, work process, how it will be implemented and diverted towards the people, and then how will be the rewards are generated here at the final stage. This all over the clarity about the capabilities and inclusions will be there. So how we are conducting the strategic reviews? Review the big pictures, review the detailing of the plan itself, objective measures, initiatives. What are the steps to improve your reports? Whether the meetings we are conducting frequency, are our reports formatted correctly? Communicate changes to your organization, and all these things need to be. So first we need to align the business need. Then we go for the plan and prepared and measures, communicate to the stakeholder, promote the collaboration, create measures, and then go for the assessment. Developing and implementing the HR strategy. The market situation today is volatile, possessing a continuous competitive challenges. In such an environment, organization can avail the opportunity by creating and sustaining the competitive advantage by improving their business performance. What are the organizations are now increasing, acknowledging the potential of their human resource? They which are capable becoming the important source to get them as a sustained competitive advantage. Different impacts need to be there and how it will be affected. Now developing and implementing the HR strategy, setting a corporate culture, how we are setting it, what are the rituals, stories, and languages that we need to understand? What are the rules and policies over here? What are the physical layouts? What is our mission statement of the institute or the organization that we need to follow? And it will inculcate the setting the culture of your corporates. How we will communicating the company goals? What are the different examples of the dynamic external environment of HRM? Labor market changes, society, economic technology, stakeholders, and customers, different overall goals, strategies. It is not enough to know their own goals. They need to understand and directions of the company. We need to understand what are the different top management needs to direct the frontline managers, how to establish the goal for each employee. This should be achievable, but the challenging, so they push each employee to grow. The goal must take into the consideration the company's current situation and its overall strategies and direction above all. Each employee goals should be measurable so it is clear when they have achieved. What are the different providing supports for assess management? The company financial discussion typically come from the top level of the management. How in many cases the purchase of equipments, its importance, all will be handled by the middle level manager. But it should be inculcate with the employee needs also. Keeping within their departmental budget. Employee don't have access to the equipment resource necessary completing their jobs. But it will be must be a sense that they need it's better equipped and to lead the company. So all these asset supportive services we need to develop. And that essential lack of essential tools job hinders in the company. So this in ensuring the management involvement is also the project oriented. Project performance need to be identified. Portfolio dynamic gap need to be identified. What are the different portfolio performances are there? That also we need to check it out. Now, what are the different strategic role of line management? The line management we can go with the customer clients, major performance,